Welcome back to the Global Local Top Tips, and today sticky date pudding with a butterscotch sauce. Doesn't matter where I go in the world, when I see a good sticky date pudding on the menu, I'm gonna have a go at it. Done in so many different ways. I'm gonna show you my best recipe today. Let's get stuck in. So first thing to do with our sticky date pudding, I've got 200 grams of dates, and these are dried dates and they've been pitted. So just to help them get softer, I've got 400 mils of cold water, and the dates go straight in there. So I've chopped them up. So now to our dates, I add 1 teaspoon of bicarbonated soda, and we're going to bring this to the boil, and once it comes to the boil, we're going to turn it off and let it cool down. Now for the base of our sticky date, I've got 250 grams of self-raising flour, I've got 250 grams of sugar, I've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, I've got 100 grams melted butter. To that, I need to add 3 whole eggs straight in there. Now, when I was first shown this recipe many years ago, and I've been shown lots of different techniques for this one, we would originally cream that butter and sugar together almost like a Madeira mixture and add everything else in. But because this pastry is so sweet and it's quite dense, it actually defeats the purpose. So over the years I've developed this, and it's out of necessity really, because time is so short when we're in commercial kitchens, that one day I just threw it all together and it turned out really, really good. It turned out actually better than that traditional way I was doing it before. And so this is the way I've done it ever since. So through this, my dates and my water and my bicarb soda have just come off the boil. I've let it cool down for about 5 minutes. It's still hot, but it's not piping. And go straight in here with all that. And now we just bring it all together. And it's really important, I suppose, too, when you're making this, it's this speed that's important, because you want to make the batter, and then you want to cook it. You don't want to have it sitting around. You definitely don't want to put it in the fridge for later on. You just want to get it cooked, because that bicarb starts reacting straight away, and it won't last forever. It's not like a yeast where it takes time to prove. This starts moving straight away, so you want to take advantage of what it's doing and get it straight into the oven. So here I've just lined a muffin tin. Now you could put this in a roasting tray or baking tray and make a cake from it, or a slab, and then portion it, but I find this way is much quicker. 1, the cooking time is much shorter, and 2, the portion control is just perfect every time. So get a nice clean spoonful and we just put it straight in. And you want to fill them up to the top, because there's not a big rise in these. Into the oven at 180 for 12 minutes. While our sticky date puddings are in the oven baking, let's get our butterscotch sauce made. This sauce can be used so many times, so it's a really good one to know, because it can be used over so many different desserts. So in my pot here, I've got 200 grams of salted butter. You can use unsalted. I like to use salted butter in this butterscotch because it just adds a beautiful flavor to it. So I'm just going to let it melt down. And this is really, really quick. And the beauty about a butterscotch sauce is that you can make it put it in a container and put it in the fridge, and it'll last for ages and ages, and then take it out. You can even freeze it if you want to. So when you're baking or you want a sauce for a dessert or just over ice cream or whatever, you have it there. So now our butter is melted and it's just on a medium heat. I'm not trying to color or brown the butter at all. So once it's completely melted, I've got 200 grams of brown sugar and I'm just mixing it in. And when you put the brown sugar in first, the butter and the sugar separate and they kind of stay to themselves, but as it heats up and it caramelizes, you get a toffee. If you add in the cream too soon, the sugar and butter will separate and you get a very oily sauce. So you can see now that butter and sugar has become a caramel. There's no little puddles of butter anywhere around the pan. And we're going to give it about 20 seconds just to simmer away there. But we're not going to walk away from it at this point. If you do, it's going to burn. I've got 180 mils of thickened cream and that goes straight in. The heat goes off and keep giving it a little stir around. And there is your butterscotch sauce. Our sticky dates are out of the oven. I've let them rest for about 10 or 15 minutes. That's as long as I'm going to last. So I'm going to finish one up. So here we are. We've just unwrapped it from our bun case. And I've got my beautiful butterscotch sauce, look at that. And you just want to be quite liberal with this. I've got some pouring cream just over the top. And look at that, it is fantastic. And we'll just cut into it here. It's so soft. And you can see how spongy it is. It's so rich. So there you have it, sticky date pudding with butterscotch sauce. I hope you enjoy. If you enjoy our videos and you'd like to support us in the future, please consider joining our Patreon group. There's some awesome extras, Q&A sessions, our upcoming cookbooks, and some unseen videos. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below any videos you'd like to see in the future. Hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon. And we'll see you soon.